OpenVPN Access Server 2.11 and newer supports authentication using SAML with Okta as the identity provider. You can configure this in Okta with Access Server as your service provider. So in this video, we're looking at how to configure SAML in Access Server using Okta. So as you can see, I'm on the admin user interface, expand authentication, and go to SAML. My SAML is disabled at this time, but we need a couple of pieces of information here. These two links later on when we need to configure SAML in Okta. So now I'm going to switch to my Okta's admin dashboard, and then we continue. And here we go. Here we're going to expand applications, then click on applications. We need to create an app or app integration, and then we're going to choose SAML here. Click on next. It's going to ask for a name. I'm just going to give a generic name here for the purpose of this video. If you have a logo, you can upload the logo. For the app visibility, you can check if you want to show the application icon to the users or if you do not. You can select it as you see it necessary, and then when you're done, go ahead, click on next. The next page is where you configure SAML. If you remember, I mentioned a minute ago that we need to get a couple of pieces of information from our admin UI or Access Server admin UI. For the single sign-on URL, we need our SPACS URL. So let's go back to admin UI, and we're going to copy this here, and then we're going to go back to here we go and paste it. And then for audience URI, that's where we need the SP identity. So I'm going to copy this here again from our Access Server and then paste it here. For the default relay state, I'm going to type a CWS here. And the reason I'm going to type CWS because this basically directs my users to the client web UI after sign on. Now, if you go ahead and type profile here, then the users are going to get directed to a profile download after sign on. So again, for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to leave it as CWS. For the rest of the information on this page, I'm going to leave it as a default. So click on next, and then feedback, you can choose either selection as you can see it fit, and then click on finish. Now, as you can see on this page, on the sign-on page, we have metadata URL, and most of the time this is enough for us to get SAML configured on Access Server. But if you click on View SAML Setup Instructions here, then you can get the information that you need in case if you need to do this manually on your Access Server. So I'm going to go back again for the purpose of this video. We're just going to use the metadata URL. So I'm going to copy this, head back to my Access Server admin UI, scroll down, and here we're going to expand configure identity provider automatically via metadata and paste that link here. Click on get. Update running server is the next selection, and then if you scroll down, we're going to see that all information have been entered automatically here. Now we need to enable our SAML authentication, so toggle the switch to yes. We need to scroll down and click on save settings and then update running server. So SAML is enabled. The next step is setting our either default authentication system, or we can change that on the user group. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to select SAML as the default authentication system, and then I need to save settings and update the running server again. And here we go. So SAML is selected as the default authentication system on our Access Server. Now we need to head back to our Okta dashboard, and one more thing, we need to go to application, click on SAML, then click on assign, and we're going to assign to groups. So we're going to assign everybody. This way, basically, we assigning the Okta app, which is our SAML, to all users. Now let's look at the users. We have a few users here. So I'm going to use Adriana for the purpose of this demo. We're going to connect to our Access Server as Adriana. So I need to get the IP address of my Access Server. If you're using a domain name, then you just get the domain name. So we're going to click on, I'm going to open another browser. Here we're going to click on sign in via SAML, and we're going to enter Adriana's credentials. So username here, and then the password, and we're going to click on verify. And we should get redirected to client web UI. As you can see here, a user can download the client app as you see on the screen, or they can download their profile. So I'm going to download the profile as I already have the client app installed on my computer. So profile is downloaded. I'm going to double click here to import it into our OpenVPN Connect app. So click on OK here, and then the information is here. We're going to click on connect. This should take a second, and we should be connected. Here we go. We are connected as Adrian. So I'm going to disconnect this. Let's go back to admin UI. I want to show you one more thing. If I expand user management and go to user permissions, you can see that Adriana's account has been added here.